Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6. We're continuing our Let's Play as the Mongols. We're facing off against the Zulu, who repeatedly want peace. I'm not going to give it to them, because you're just going to get more dangerous. Yes, you are. So, this city just flipped back to Zulu control, but it's very weak, so we should be able to take it without too much trouble. This city right here just rebelled. I'm hoping that when we take this city back that it's going to be less of a problem. We have 10 turns till this one flips back over to the Zulu once again. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to build a monument in our capital here. And I'm going to send the horsemen out, of course. And we are going to take the city back for our own. We will keep the city. It's going to be occupied for now, that's fine. Send an envoy out. Yeah, let's send one to Antioch. That's a pretty good place to send one. They want us to build a government plaza. We could do that eventually. Okay, and I'm going to move this guy into what's now friendly territory. Gonna move the horsemen into friendly territory. Right, this is unfriendly territory now. Well, without too much trouble, we can kill that damn archer. Just attack those guys. Our governor got her butt kicked out of the city. We'll try to assign Mani into this city. Let's actually take a look at the loyalty of the city. What's going on here? Pressure from nearby cities' occupation. It is falling by 9 per turn. So really, there's no way to stop that. Not until we take more cities. These guys are determined to take out that horseman. Alright, so we're going to use the heavy chariot to attack the warrior. Attack this weakened warrior. And you attack. You stay where you are. And for the rest of them, just keep building horsemen. You cross the river, and I guess that's all you're going to do. Take out that archer. You run into the city. Take your promotion. And you fortify for now as well. Actually, no, you trade places with him. This is a hill, so this guy should be safe. I guess you skip your turn. You can heal that. Repair it, rather. Yeah, we're not getting that emergency. That sucks. Shaka's gonna get a lot of gold. So this city has a governor, but we can't figure out which governor it is. I'm willing to bet that it's Victor the Castilian. And XSplit is doing its XSplit thing again. Fantastic. And it's gone. I'm not even sure if you guys are seeing anything. I should try to take a snapshot of that when I'm done this video. Or get an idea of... Take a look at it. I'll review this video. I'll see if that's being a problem. Alright, so just take more promotions. How is Shaka's army? He still has a good army. My army's pretty battered, that's why my unit strength count is as low as it is. Yeah, this guy might actually clobber him. The city's losing loyalty, even with the governor. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll link these two together. This guy can heal. This one can do fuck all, apparently. Hey, this guy's still alive. Perfect. We'll run him back then. Shaka's got his spearmen out. Damn, we're just gonna get a normal age.
The poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese. The poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese.
Let's try free inquiry this time. Okay, we know Sean Bean. We know that the poets don't like to talk about cheese. How very cheesy of them. All right. Let's see here. So Stirrups is almost fully researched before it's Eureka, so we're going to see if we can maybe go over here and if we can get feudalism up and running. We have not boosted it yet, but if we capture more cities, we may get those magical 6 farms. Oh, construction tech. Yeah, I can do that. What else do we need then? Defensive tactics. That's not going to happen. Well, we need military training, so... Oh. Fine, I guess we do recorded history then. I've seen worse. More horsemen. Fill up the policy slot. We're no longer in the Dark Age. It appears we don't have urban planning. Yeah, we do have urban planning. Okay, perfect. So we could go for a diplomatic slot if we want. Or just... Yeah, let's try... Liminati. Get some more bonus... Get bonus loyalty when we have units garrisoned in places. It may not do much. It probably will do very, very little. Okay, pull you back. Yeah, repair that so we can pillage it again later. There we go, he's down. Get you on the hill. You know what? Given how much trouble this city's going to be, I think I may just pillage this. Take the science. All right. That sucks. All right, you attack. Oh, the city's only going to rebel in 10 turns now. That's interesting. What is going on here? Less pressure. Okay, we changed ages. Shaka's in a normal age just like us. That guy might be toast. Oh, this city's blockaded now. I'm gonna move this guy in. This seems stupid, but I'm gonna attack the spearmen. Oh, wow. Can I get somebody back in that city? Does that appear to have quite the impact? Well, we can throw somebody into the encampment. The city will rebel in 5 turns. You go into the encampment. You run back into the city. Heal up. Bring the horsemen down. I guess we'll just keep building them. So our governor is established. That city's going to rebel, though, in 4 turns or so. That guy needs to heal. This guy needs to heal as well. $129, $115. So we're keeping pace with Shaka. It turns out it acted up in a huge way. I actually lost the second half of my recording. So I didn't actually split it up to the best of my knowledge. I just, it just stopped partway through. Maybe I paused it and I stopped it instead. I'm not sure. It was actually like yesterday when I did that. So what I've done is I've got myself back on turn 91. I actually got myself all the way to turn 100. So I made some progress here. It's kind of irritating because I did make quite a bit of progress in the fight here. Okay, well, the emergency's done already, so you guys know how that turned out. Unfortunately, we did not get it. Anyway, I'm going to replay these 10 turns then, I guess, that I didn't get done. So, we'll get started. We'll continue on, rather. For the viewer, nothing will have happened. Okay, so let's see. Grab that guy. And this place is going to rebel in a few turns, so that's something we need to look into. Pull him back, I think. I love the Shaka music. So that's an attack. That I can't actually move there because it's owned by the neutral city. I'm going to move this guy down here and try to force these guys to attack him. He's probably going to get the crap kicked out of him, but pretty sure he's strong enough. You know what? I'll attack with this guy. Bring their health down a little bit more. This dude's just going to stay where he is. Don't want to blow through all of his health just quite yet. Yeah, so this guy took quite a pounding. He got attacked by the city center and by the chariot and the horseman. But we can pull him back to safe territory. You gotta be careful though, because Shaka is gonna get his cores pretty soon, and that's gonna make for a very bad day. At the moment, however, Shaka is being very kind and generous in blockading the city. And that is allowing us to actually potentially capture it. So it's down to 21 health. I think that'll do it. I think let's just move this wounded guy in. Yup, there we go. It's ours. Let's move you up here. You're a little safer. We'll keep the city. We don't have to worry about war weariness or anything like... or the occupation penalty, rather. Because this was a free city now. It has no connection whatsoever to Shaka. So this city's still ready to rebel. So I need to be prepared to move our dudes out pretty soon. For now, I'm going to move that guy in here where it's safe and heal him. The city is going to rebel from us again in 6 turns by the looks of it. These values might change next turn now that we've liberated some population. Oh, Shaka actually attacked the city now. Lovely.
The 4 building blocks of the universe. History is the version of...
Do we want to switch over now? I think I want to keep things as is. So this city is now actually loyal. This city's still going to rebel. So I think I can safely attack the archer with my heavy chariot. Let's do that. This guy's in dire straits. All of my horsemen are in dire straits, actually. So I think maybe... they're going to take such a beating. You know what? This guy can easily take it, and I think he'll be okay from bombardment from the city. Yeah, let's do it. We actually captured one. Cool. So at least one of them should survive. Alright, let's... Oh! We captured another horse. Excellent. And we can promote somebody... So we can go for emissary or prestige. I think I'll go for emissary. That'll weaken the loyalty of Shaka here just a little. It's probably not going to do enough. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up stirrups here. It's just going to take too long to... I should have realized a long time ago, but it's just going to take too long to get to feudalism here. It's going to be 13 turns here, unless we're the target of a war declaration, plus the 4 turns. So, assuming we get all of the inspirations, and we won't, we would have, this is already maximum inspired, 4 turns. Then that would probably be about 7 turns. So that's already like 11 turns. And then this would be best case scenario with current culture about 12 turns. So it's like... math is hard, but that's 22 or 23 turns versus 12. So you get the idea. Anyway, we should do games and rec anyway. And I'm going to move this worker back in here just so I can... maybe get some farms repaired. Seems like a reasonable plan. Alright, and I'll move the warrior in closer. I'm gonna move... I don't know what to do with these guys, quite frankly. Pull you back. You can't go anywhere. You've already had your fun. You know what? Build a farm there. You fortify till you're healed. You can just kill that guy. That works. Alright, next turn, let's see what Shaka does here. Okay, so he attacks one of the horsemen. I believe he... Yeah, so he got the one that flipped to my side. And I kept my own. Now the good news is I can take my horseman and do some damage to him. Actually, let's take the one from here, do some damage. And, maybe not. Alright, so you, back in the encampment, heal up. Oh, we got a fully healed one right here. Let's bring him down here and finish that guy off. And lo and behold, we get another captured horseman. Beautiful. Alright. Let's have some of these guys heal up, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a city founded right around here, I think. We will... This is irritating because I'm like trying to remember what I did last time. Trying to figure out what the best thing to do is as well. We could probably use the campus, but I mean, it's not really going to speed things up at the moment. You know what? We're going to get another horseman for now. Do we want anything else? Can we get any other buildings? No, we don't have a commerce hub yet. Let's take a detour for 4 turns there and get a monument. Bring that set of horsemen down. You guys can heal. You guys can take your promotion. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but actually going down these two and then switching over here seems like it could be quite powerful. Concourses isn't that great. Double flanking bonus is very good, though. It makes up for this one. So this one, additional strength versus anti-cavalry. That's going to be very useful versus Shaka, so that's why I'm going to go for that one first. Because as much as I want to not to eliminate him before he gets his unique unit out, it's likely going to happen. It is likely going to happen, and I think there's very little I can do about it. You into the borders. So that city's going to rebel in 4 turns. Alright, so that was the unit we captured once again that just got his butt kicked. However, we can avenge our fallen comrade and just murder this guy entirely. We might even be able to get the ram out. It might be an idea to attack this encampment. It's called something else for the Zulu. The Yulandi? Yeah. We might be able to destroy its defenses. Move him out. Move the heavy chariot in. Take the next promotion in the right line. Move you down here. You just keep healing for now. You also just keep healing for now. You're fully healed. You can move up. How far can the ram go? You know what, guys? I think I'm going to move the ram here, and we do have a horseman that can accompany him, so we're going to do that. You need to heal. You also need to heal. Oh, hello. Let's deal with you now. Oh, really? That is very close. So, I think I'm going to just... Let's see, what do we have right now? Do we have a trade post in Delhi? I should be able to see via with roads. Yeah, we do have a trade post in Delhi. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and send a trade route to my capital. It'll help with production in this city right here. More importantly, it'll put in a road. I really like the look of the Mongol palace, by the way. It looks awesome. I know that's random, but it's just an observation. Can have those guys heal that as well. You can just stay there for now. Heal up. You can pull back. You can't attack, but you can. So let's have you just attack and kill that guy. And we got the heavy chariot. It's likely going to die, but I will happily let it be cannon fodder to save my dudes. So I'm going to just quietly let my settler sneak off in the background here. Alright, move this guy up. So we did some damage, not as much against the barbarians. Ironically, we're doing less against them because it's a spearman and because we don't have a possibility of gaining intelligence on them with trade posts. Alright, so this guy's in position. Let's have him attack the Undali. Wow, I think I got it right. That never happens. Alright, and you know what? I'm gonna have this guy... Let's see what happens when we do this. How does that even work? That shouldn't happen. Alright, this is gonna rebel in 2 turns. So I'm going to pillage. He'll still have movement available. I'll go ahead and take the next promotion, heal him up. And we'll start... We're not going to do any serious damage yet because the ram is... Well, the ram is available now, so let's go fucking ham on this. There we go. Alright, let's keep moving. And we'll repair that as well. If, likely, when the city rebels, we will go ahead and we will pillage it once again. How's its loyalty doing here? What exactly are they rebelling for? Loyalty per turn. We could actually slow that to a crawl with...
If bread is the firstness.
If we had a governor in there. Alas, it's gonna rebel. Alas, it's gonna rebel next turn. Sorry, I got a text message and that was very, very distracting. Bonus to yield. Oh, this is actually a useful policy. It helps us build encampments and buildings and encampments faster. That is good for the Mongols because our unique building is in an encampment. Alright. So, Karakum. I also might have gotten that one right, too. Cool. Alright. You know what? Let's get a siege tower out. I didn't do that last time, but this a siege tower could be very, very good. Very beneficial. And you know what? I'm going to have this guy scout. I know that this is there now. I believe I'm going to put the city around here so that we can get access to the wheat. We can get access to some of this wheat. Just this one. We'll have access to the iron. We'll have access to the gems. It's not going to be the best city, but it'll be far from the worst city. Oh, something else I may or may not have talked about this before, guys, but woods on a river have changed, I believe. As in, well, I'll just show you the Civilopedia. You get additional production for having them on a river once you get lumber mills, which are with machinery, the same tech that you get crossbows with. So let's see if I can find it for you. Wonders and projects, terrain and features, resources, improvements. Lumber mills. Unlocks the builder ability to construct a lumber mill. +1 production. +1 production if adjacent to a river. So it starts out with 1 production. Gets 2 production if it's adjacent to a river. Just right from the get-go. Which makes sense because, at least in Canada where I'm from, and the town that I live in, the city that I live in, it started out as a logging town. Rivers were very, very important for transporting lumber. You just basically cut down the trees, you throw them in the river, and then downstream the lumber mill would... People would pull them out, and if there was a log jam, the lumberjacks or log drivers would get in the river and just, for lack of a better word, poke at the wood until they got it free. But, yeah, there's a lot of history that backs up why you get that +1. Then you get an additional +1 when you get steel in the industrial age. So that versus a mine. Let's see here. So for a mine... Oh, also I should add no penalty to appeal, which mines have. Mines only give +1 production. However, they do give an additional +1 once you get apprenticeship. And then they give an additional +1 again when you get industrialization. So, something to keep in mind. The lumber mill is not completely useless anymore. Also, forests always give a +1 on their own. So, if you, like this tile right here, if I make it a lumber mill, that's +4 production. Let me see if I can find a hill tile with lumber on it. Here we go. So this one right here, this is a jungle, bad example. Damn. Yeah, I don't have any hills with lumber on them. Which is usually a good thing. I just want to be able to visualize it while I talk about it. Alright, you know what? Imagine that this jungle here is actually a forest. So, if the rainforest was just a normal forest, it's along a river, we would get +2 production in addition to the +2 that's already there, the 1 for the... Is that how it works? God damn. No, that's wrong because it's... Yeah, this isn't providing any bonus, so it would be normally +3, I think, right? You might actually get a +5 if you had something like this with planes. Yeah, because you see right here, this is, it's hard to see, but this is a hill, a plains hill with a forest. If it was next to the water, you would get +1 for your lumber mill. Then you'd get an additional +1 for the for being next to a river, so that would be +5 production. So, something to keep in mind. I'm sorry that that was so difficult for me to explain, guys. There's one right there. That right there is actually a perfect example. So, think before you chop the forests down. Although chops are still quite... Chops are really good, especially if you have the industrialists, especially if you have Mangus. Anyway, let's continue on here. Major victory there. Let's just have everybody attack. $77 this turn, okay. Should have had them heal first, oh well. Ram can just stay there. You know what? Take a promotion. We'll go for the one for anti-cavalry, bonus versus anti-cavalry. Still a good promotion. I'm gonna move the heavy chariot closer, move the warrior out. I can't really do anything with that guy this turn. You know what? You have 3 charges. Let's... Assuming this thing doesn't rebel immediately. Let's maybe try to get a mine there. You can actually run off over here. So I guess this city's a little short on loyalty. Yeah, it is. So this guy took quite a bit of damage in the process, so we'll start rotating our guys in and out. And there we go. This city's now rebelled again, but hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to retake. This city at the moment is still loyal, though, which is good. Move our warrior back in. This guy, let's try pillaging. We're almost at full health. Okay. So we can switch these guys up, have him attack. And we took the city. Beautiful. And yes, we will keep that city. It's going to rebel in 4 turns. You can run back. You can come over here. Well, we'll heal this farm up. Honestly, I'm just going to attack this damn thing. I'll probably live to regret that, but I'll do that. So this episode's going to run a little bit long, guys, but I just want to get the... I would like to get myself to turn 100, because that's where I ended last time, just so... It doesn't matter. I went off on a huge tangent trying to explain lumber mills adjacent to water, and honestly, I did a shit job of that, but it is important. It is something you need to consider. And those yields for the chops do go up over time, so it might be a good idea, like, to get it, to initially start out with the lumber mill and then maybe chop later to get like a wonder or a space race project. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Guess you just stay there. You just stay there. You heal up. Let's hit that. You heal in friendly territory. Cross the river. Is almost ready to settle. Constructed buildings that provide science as a base yield. Nice. Alright, the warrior just suicided into my chariot. I'm just gonna attack with everything I got. Two turns till this rebels. Let's take out that archer. You can run in and heal up. Yep. Or take a promotion. Better pillages is always good. So, our trade post is right here. So we don't necessarily want to attack this city next. We may want to just push down. Although, what we could do is we could take this city, peace out with Shaka, or we could try to take Geneva next. I just have to keep in mind that these cities are going to be running on rolling rebellions here. Alright, so move you up. There we go. And we're more than 3 away from the coast, so we can get another city here at the mouth of the river. Delete the pin. You know what? We'll build a monument first here and just do a little bit exploring first. Alright. And next turn. Shaka's starting to get his spearmen out. City's going to rebel in 1 turn. We can't actually build a lumber mill yet. I'm not going to clear that, though, because of that big long-winded explanation I gave earlier. They're really good. Lumber mills are really, really good, and it is worth waiting for. So let's actually move up. Let's attack the city with everything we got, and we should be able to flip it. There we go. Hey, we got a boost to feudalism. That's kind of funny. Because I had those farms previously, but I guess I didn't own these farms. Ah, that makes sense. We'll start repairing our campus. Keep the city. It's going to rebel in only 12 turns now. Okay. Alright, well, we're at turn 100, so this is going to be the last turn of this particular episode, guys. Let's take a look at what we can do here to finish things off. Let's go ahead and attack that horseman. We've got a significant advantage versus him. I'm going to put this guy in the encampment, let him heal a little, take my stronger dude. He's got... well, he's got the pillaging promotions, but still helpful. There we go. The archer's dead. We'll creep the ram up a bit. Move you up. Alright, so we've explored everything that area has to offer, so... I guess that encampment's been taken care of. Alright. And this is where we're going to stop here once this turn is done cycling for the AIs. Let's see what...
It's natural to kill. How come men have to go into training to learn how?
All right. So we have some new policies, but I will be looking at those in the next episode, guys. So this city rebelled, as it said it would. The city's going to rebel in 11 turns again. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this particular episode, folks. So next time we'll be fighting to get the city back again. And we will also be pushing the attack on Geneva, even though the quest to take it back, the emergency is gone. It expired before we got there. I'm going to see what I can do regardless. And if Shaka happens to have another city over here as well, well, we'll see if we can take that one as well. Oh, and there's also a settler here, which is within range. That is very tempting. But that'll have to wait for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. I'm sorry that this one ran a little long. I'm sorry for the technical